baseball. It is said it's just a game. True. And the Grand Canyon's just a hole in Arizona.
Here's a ground ball right side, could do it. The Houston Astros are world champions for the first time in franchise history.
Don't tell me about the world. Not today. It's springtime, and they're knocking baseballs around fields, and kids are trying to hit curveballs.
Bottom of the 8th. 2 men on, 2 men out. Down by 2. The crowd is on its feet. The pitcher comes set and fires.
It's time for baseball on a Friday night on the south side of Chicago. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the New York Yankees and the Chicago White Sox. White Sox baseball starts right now. Eric Kida, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You'd think most pitchers would love pitching in their home ballpark, but he's struggled at home so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of home cooking for this guy, and that's something he needs to turn around in a big way.
And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire, as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, if you hate D-Row, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3 D-Row. Getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Flores leads off first with 1 away. Popped him up. Shaw is over now, and he's got it for route number 2. Striding in once again, Smokey. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the belt, the pitch. They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He could put 3 runs on the board in a hurry, so expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
A pitch out, the throw, and no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. Now the 2-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2. A swinging bunt up the third baseline. And with his speed, forget it. It's an infield single. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch. Ready for another chance. Smokey. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a two-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Here it comes, 1-0. And, oh, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
The 1-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
So just 1 away still as he gets on base after some poor defense following the strikeout.
Now batting, first baseman.
Ready once again, Jason Neal. He's running, and he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away. And that brings in Hunter Dozier.
Now batting, third baseman, Hunter Dozier.
Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. Throw on to first, and the Yankee threat goes by. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Smokey. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. And that one stayed up a little high. Flores, base runner at first with 1 out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2. Throw over to the bag, but the runner's back easily. Runners on first with 1 down. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And a split-fingered pitch catches the zone 2-2 now. Changeup misses, and it's full 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out. Digging in to try it again, Travis Shaw. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. Certainly use that right now.
And there's 1 away. Digging in once again, Smokey. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First pitch coming, here it is. A high fastball is in there.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. And this is taken in for out number 1. Ready for another shot now. Smokey. He'll start things off in the top of the 9th as they look for a little insurance.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off of closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season, and he's blown several saves up to this point.
Fastball called for strike 2. Rincon is pretty much a manager's dream coming out of the bullpen. High strikeouts, doesn't walk a lot of batters, usually a recipe for a lot of success.
Oh, that's one of the keys. I think if you were to build a perfect relief pitcher, you'd want a guy that throws a lot of strikes, that minimizes the base on balls, and nobody does it as good as this guy does right now in the game of baseball.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th. Throw over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Smokey gets his lead at first, nobody out. And another throw over, and a dive, but he's back. And yet another throw over, and the runner back. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Hot shot on the ground is short. And the throw takes the first baseman right into the charging path of the base runner, but he's able to make a nice swipe tag to record the first out. Digging in now for the Yankees, Hunter Dozier trying to avoid the dreaded hat trick here. He's 0 for 5 all told. And now the runner's trying for third. Got him swinging. The throw. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. So digging in now, Walter Sinclair. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead. 8-1 is the final tonight. So the Bronx Bombers took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very. We've got base. Striding into the box, Smokey. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know what, D-Roll? This is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for...
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he'll get in there safely. So just like that, there's a runner at third with 2 away as we give you a look there at the league leaders in triples. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one. So to the plate is the White Sox DH, Geronimo Diaz. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. Out towards second. And that's the second out. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Smokey, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. The 1-0 home. is in there for strike one. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Now the 2-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Judd stands at second with 2 gone. The 2-2 one more time is looked at, and the count moves full.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Jason Neal. Here now the 2-2. Runners going. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. You're here. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Digging in the switch hitter, Smokey. It was a walk in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Katnick racing back. And he brings it down to end the inning as the go. Digging in for his second at-bat, Alexi Marmolejo. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Grounded to the right. Smokey comes up with. Throw gets him, 2 down. Next for New York, Smokey. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. Up around the face.
This is a tough spot here to turn 2 off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively, to make sure you get at least 1 out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the sure out at second, take that, and if you get it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure you at least get 1 out in a spot like this.
1-2 now. Barner stands at first with 1 out. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Well, that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run.
Afternoon baseball set to come. Now at the plate, Smokey. First chance for him here in the top of the 1st with nobody on. Here comes the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Del Carmen from shallow right. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends. Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. 2-2.
Up, up, up.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw.
Third baseman, Travis Shaw.
Here now the 2-2.
2-2.
Hard on the ground to second. Played on the backhand. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Digging in, Smokey. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
You're on the mound in this situation. You only have 2 options. You got to find a way to strike this next guy out or get him to ground into a double play.
Takes a knee-high fastball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Hamilton over at second. Barner on at first with nobody out. And that one got a piece of him. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jason Neal. He flew out in his last at-bat. Runners on the move for second. Oh, and he turns on this fastball and sends it out to deep left field. And I would say he got just about all of that one as this ball is gone. Into the box now. Smokey comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First offering on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Fifth inning here in a 4-1 ball game. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Count 0-2.
Oh, and 2, here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. Ready now for the White Sox. Manny Casilla, who's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard. To give credit to where it's deserved, the pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Throw to first is in time for the first out. At the plate, Travis Shaw. He's rolled into ground outs a couple of times already here in the ballgame. Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2. Up next for Chicago, Geronimo Gallas. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. A bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a great job to stick with it. Now at the plate, Smokey. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. One and one, here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Right there, it's a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Ball even at 2-2. Hamilton at second with 2 down. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Jason Neal would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Now the payoff pitch home. Fouled off. And he fouls this one off. 5 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4. Jason Neal will stand in yet again, and if you weren't with us earlier, let's take another look. This was back in the 4th inning with the bases loaded. A grand slam, and definitely the big blow of the ball game so far. And he's safe.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Now, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, Giro. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job and a run batted in.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Walter Sinclair. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach. And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3. And Stepping in, Smokey. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First delivery to him on the way. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
The 2-0 on the way. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
3-1 to him now. The 3-1 is in there for a full count now, 3-2.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
The next 3-2. On a line to shortstop. Quick throw to the bag. Not in time to double off the runner. 8-4 the final this afternoon. The New York Yankees took the lead in the 4th. We are under. Stepping into the box, Smokey, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A bullet to first base. And they'll put the tag on him heading back to first. It's a double play. Striding in for Houston, Richie Spann. He was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday.
1-1-1
on the ground towards second. Smokey is up with. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Now at the plate, Smokey 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Smokey.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there.
You got to throw that one out the window if you're an offensive player right there. You know this guy is predominantly a sinker ball pitcher. High fastball, he's got to show me that a few more times for me to honor it.
Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left. And tack on one more, make it a 4-1 lead. Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up. Runner goes for second. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot.
So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Hunter Renfroe. He flew out in his last at-bat. Now the 2-1. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Smokey waits on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So striding forward now, Robert Ramos.
Catcher, Robert Ramos.
The 1-1 home. It's a shot out toward the gap in right center. Springer rounds third and is digging for the plate. He comes across to score as the gap shortens to 4 now.
Well, when you leave a pitch.
Digging in, Smokey. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after two great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning. Ready to take his hacks again, Jason Neal, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Line drive to center field, and that's in there, base hit. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And he will score now from first, and the throwing mistake there getting the ball in is going to wind up costing him. Next up for the Stros, Eldon Bullock.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle inning. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And he will whip this one over to first. In now, Smokey. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a breaking ball stays outside. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone, get himself back in this count.
And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike. Bases are empty, one man out. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. Oh. So striding in, Eldon Bullock. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Round to second base. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first. And talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. Digging in and looking for more, Smokey. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
In there for a called strike, 3-2 now.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Lifted the other way to left center. Calling for it, Span. He's got it 1 away.
Wow, that was a fun one to watch. A great game for guys with the sticks, but for pitchers, not so much.
Tuesday night. Digging in the switch hitter, Smokey. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now a move over to first, and the runner back safely. Here's the first pitch to him. And he just misses with a curveball. And fellas, these Astros entering play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound. They can't go out like last game and allow a bunch of runs and not play sound defense behind them. Both those things are going to have to change if this team's going to get it going in the right direction.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. skied in the air to straightaway left. Taylor is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Striding in for Houston, Hunter Renfroe. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone.
Hunter.
Skied into straightaway right. Smokey backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot. Smokey comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate.
If you're on the mound right there and you're getting a swing at a breaking ball off the plate, do not be shocked if he's tucked something up under this guy's chin hot right here.
Ground ball foul down the left side. He'll try again. 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Well, we all know he can burn on the base pass, right? But that's a little tougher to do when you've got a nice goose egg on your leg. It's tough to do like that.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Striding in once again, Chris Taylor. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Taylor.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. And a good throw gets him. 1 gone. Digging in to try it again. Smokey. No hits to this point. And that one right down Main Street.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
The 1-1. Is hit very well to right. This one's hammered, and it's going to go. That one is gone. Certainly a tape measure shot there. Ready once again, Hunter Renfroe. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, no, get excited about with just the single notch on the score. You have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Smokey will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. The 1-1 home. He's outside for a ball.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power. You don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on it.
Strike 2 called, and it's full 3-2. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Another payoff pitch. And we'll see another pitch here as this ball's chopped foul at home plate.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Reined in. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Yanks jumped ahead in the 7th inning. And welcome to Houston. Into the box now, Smokey. He went deep in the contest last night. And they start him with one high and away for ball 1. Fellas, taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. They have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
3-0 pitch is in there for strike 1.
4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
Popped him up. Sano shading to his right, and that's the 3rd out. Next up for the Stros, Robert Ramos, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Ramos.
1-1-1. Bunt attempt here. Neal scoops it up, and he'll step on the bag himself. And ready for another chance. Smokey, he popped out in his first trip. Fouled away. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
And now that'll hop over the wall, so he'll be at second here with 2 away on a ground rule double. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jason Neal. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Runner goes for third. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the run will score as the Yankees grab the early 1-0 lead.
Hey, we're in the middle of this one already, D-Row.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Smokey, he's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation. It seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit, 1-2. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Scorched to third. Scooped up, and now from the air, a jump throw. Throw on to first, and digging in once again, Smokey. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. One-0 is a curveball that's over for strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for the second strike.
I got to count 1 and 2. Ball 2.
Lays off 2-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The 2-2. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Sano is over, and he's got it for the first out of the... So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Hunter Renfroe. He flew out in his last at-bat. Shot weakly to the left. To second. Return throw is in time. How about that? Pitching and defense game 2-1, the final score this afternoon. Houston jumped ahead in the downtown. Digging in now for the Yankees. Smokey, first chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Curveball looked at here for strike one. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I think the keys to winning today's game, let's focus on the offense. They have to hunt the fastball. They cannot miss it. You can't allow yourself to get deep in the count and have to deal with off-speed stuff exploding out of the zone. You get 1-0, 2-0, 3-1, what I like to refer to as count leverage. You have to find a way to move traffic with the heater.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count, which... In now for the O's, Benedict Hubble, and the Orioles looking for more here in this game's opening frame. The 1-1. Towards second. Fielded cleanly. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this. Stepping up to the plate, Smokey. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
Yeah, and going back to that last AB when he hit the home run, Matty, that ball was up and out of the zone. This guy's a real good high fastball hitter. So if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking I got to get that ball somewhere below the knees because this guy definitely likes that ball up and elevated.
And that one stayed up a little high.
One ball has already left the yard, and the big boys haven't even come up again. Get the fireworks ready.
And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Hey. 2-2. DeLong at second. Triplett is over at first with one away. This is line to left. And that's going to get down out there. Now the relay home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Jason Neal.
And he's the reigning American League Player of the Month.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Line drive to left. Runner tags from second as the catch is made here shy of the track. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out. So coming to the plate, Hunter Dozier, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And there he goes towards second. A pitch out. The throw. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. Now the 2-1. And the runner's breaking for third. Drilled to the left side. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And the run is in to score from second. It's 5-2. Ready now for Baltimore. Jorge Polanco, his career batting line with Patrick Corbin. A number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. the middle. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Ready for another shot now. Smokey, 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And he's back easily. First delivery to him on the way. And that misses inside 1-0.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting 1 out could be a challenge.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for strike 2.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning. Smokey will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. One and one. 5 runs, 9 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. On a line, that's a base hit. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Jason Neal. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in. Smokey is off at first with 2 away. Runner goes. Hot shot to third. He's got it. And now a jump throw against his body. Throw to first will get him easily. At the plate, Smokey. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. First pitch on its way. Sliders in for a strike. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. A pitch out. The throw. And they'll nail him at second on a brilliant. Now in the box, Smokey. He'll start things off in the top of the 9th as they look for a little insurance. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. Stepping up now, Benedict Hubble. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Hey, not impossible, but probable. Even when you're at home to score off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away. And tonight's comes to an end, 6-3 the final. New York took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Alfonso Jimenez claims the win. Saturday night. Next for New York, Smokey, and what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes ball 1. A ball and a strike. Triplett leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. A Breaking ball taken on the inner corner.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taking all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now. So digging in now, Smokey looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
1-2 now. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. The 2-2 is hit very well to right. This one's hammered, and it's going to go. That one is gone. Striding into the box, Austin Hedges comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Chopper up the middle to his right. Throw on to first, 2 gone. So striding forward now, Smokey 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
That last at bat, that showed me something. It's not that easy to hit a changeup over 400+ feet out of the ballpark. So this guy gets some good extension, strong wrist, and this guy's got some terrific bat speed.
1-0 pitch on the way. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Triplett stands at second with no outs. That one's in there on the black, 2-1.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Jason Neal is on deck. To short, hit hard. Polanco right there, and the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. Now at the plate, Emil Armas. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. 0-1, here it comes. Liner towards second. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit.
Digging in, Smokey.
Second baseman, Smokey.
First pitch of the at-bat. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike. The 1-1 is a fastball that misses. The 2-1 home just catches the inside corner for strike 2.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
Another try at 2-2. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled off. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Benitez patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. 4-2 the final score tonight. The New York Yankees took the lead in the second inning and rode that. Sunday afternoon. At the plate, Smokey. He went deep in the contest last night. And now a pitch on the way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, man, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax. I feel like when you're facing a 2-pitch mix like this, sink or changeup, as an offense, the game plan has to be the fact that you have to get something elevated. You know he's not going to beat you with velocity, so it's going to come down to who executes better.
Very weakly on the ground. Swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 2-3 go. Stepping in, Sam Cruz. He reached on a single in his first try.
Sam Cruz.
The 0-2 home. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So stepping in, Jorge Polanco as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Here comes the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Smokey fields it. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Smokey comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. He's running. Pitch inside. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. One-0 count. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball on the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Digging in once again, Smokey. He went down on strikes last time up. And the indication from the dugout comes, it looks like they're going to put him on intentionally, so that'll set up the double play possibility with 1 away.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Ready once again, Jason Neal comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Runners off for second. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. He pulls into second safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play. The throw, and he's tagged out at third. But all told, 2 men cross the. Digging in to try it again, Smokey. He was given a free pass via the intentional walk last time. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
1 ball has already left the yard, and the big boys haven't even come up again. Get the fireworks ready.
2 strikes.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. And now a pitch on the way. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 1-2.
Rizzo.
A bouncer to the left side. There's 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are stepping in and ready for another shot, Sam Cruz, who represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about Even though that would be the best result they could hope for.
On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third. Ready for another shot now, Michael King. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Bringing a ground ball. This should do it. Right to him. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over. 6-4, the outcome today. New York wrote an important. Baseball from the Big Apple. So digging in now, Jared Brown. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Third baseman.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit out towards second. To his left. And there's one down now. Digging in, the switch hitter, Smokey. And what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Lofted in the air out toward right center.
Mazara's under it.
And that retires the side. So they go down. In now the power hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 3-2 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Beautiful diving stop. The throw. Hey now. Striding in once again, Scott Hinson. He singled his last time up.
Scott Hinson.
Takes this the other way to right. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So with that, the top of the 3rd inning will continue. At least one more batter.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings.
So next to the plate for Texas, Alonso Davila, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Hard on the ground to second. Smokey. Right. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Ready for another chance. Smokey flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First offering on its way. There's a strike. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 delivery. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line.
But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Next for New York, Smokey. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. That makes it a 7-3 ball game.
With that hard double, you get a glimpse to see why this guy is a legitimate MVP candidate this season. Whenever he gets a chance to produce, he seems like he takes advantage of it. Great example there.
Runner's on his way to third. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Moving under it, Hinson. And that ends the inning. To the plate now for Texas is the DH, Rafael Valenzuela.
Rafael Valenzuela.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, and he has some trouble. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the... Digging in now for the Yankees, Smokey.
Second baseman, Smokey.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Changeup in for a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
The 0-1 on its way. Shot toward right center. And now a lunging catch, and he does a full gainer as well, but somehow hangs on for the second out. Now in the box, Blake Swihart. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Here it comes on 0-2. Hard on the ground towards second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Digging in, Smokey. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day.
Smokey.
First pitch on its way. A fastball that just misses inside.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
1-1 the count. Now a throw over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. Triplett aboard here at first with nobody out. And a breaking ball stays outside. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Throw over to the bag. Runner's back. Nobody out. Runner on first. Full count, 3-2. Jason Neal, who represents the potential tying run here, waits on deck. Squared that one up just a little late. Take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Jason Neal, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
And that's through into right field for a base hit. Triplett ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. He scores as they now trail by only 2.
Yeah, 1 a day keeps the doctor away, Dan, especially when it's a big one late in the game. It doesn't matter at all. You're just trying to get 1 knock a day, find a couple barrels. He happened to catch his late.
Boy, I tell you what, you're talking about coming at a good time, too. You're having kind of a rough night last AB. You end up being able to do something.
And the runner stuck in a pickle between third base and home. The tag, and it's a double play. 9-7, the final score in this ball game. The Texas Rangers jumped out to an early lead in the first. Wednesday night baseball.
Batting fifth, shortstop.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Up and gets this one down. And he'll be thrown out at first. So that. Standing in, Smokey, and what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Takes a high fastball for a strike. And fellas, you take a look at this Rangers team entering play here tonight. They've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, I can't tell you how important it is to throw that first run up on the board, and that's exactly what they did. A little crooked number, a 2 spot to give their pitcher a chance to relax and go out and pound the strike zone. This team has been playing red-hot baseball recently.
A lot of pitches away here, which is pretty much what you're forced to do with lefty batters here at Yankee Stadium. It doesn't take much to hook one out of here to right field with that short porch out there.
The 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Now another 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled in out there. False.
Leading off for the Rangers, left fielder.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
Ball to second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. So coming to the plate, Smokey. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
3-0 to him now. Here it is, the 3-0. Is in there for strike 1.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Fell behind early in this one, 3-0, and has battled back with 2 quality strikes. Interested to see if he catches a big part of the plate right here or tries to get a nibble.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jason Neal.
Jason Neal.
Runner goes for second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. And that brings in Hunter Dozier. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Hunter Dozier.
Runner breaks for third. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. Striding in, Walter Sinclair. He reached on a single in his first try.
Sinclair.
Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So the Rangers batting order turns over and set to go. Jared Brown, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here. The 0-2 home. A line shot to third base, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play. Now at the plate, Alonso Davila. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Davila.
0-1 count and the pitch.
1-1.
Trying to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Takes it in. And that's out number 1. Now batting, Smokey.
Now batting, second baseman, Smokey.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Triplet on at first. Nobody out. into right field. That's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jason Neal. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
And this is taken in shy of the track, but the runner will tag from second. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away. Now at the plate, Hunter Dozier, and their runners at the corners now. Has a look, now the pitch. There goes the runner, swinging a ball hit on the ground. And the runner from third scores as they try to work their way back into this one.
Boy, not much you can do with that one from a pitching standpoint. Dero makes a pretty good pitch, and somehow, some way, this guy's able to muscle one in for a base hit.
Yeah, and you know what? Good job by the hitter right there, not trying to do too much. I know he got jam sandwiched right there, but he was able to find some.
Digging in and looking for more, Smokey. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. 4 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Outside and a full count, 3-2. Jason Neal will be next. Another full count pitch home. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here. Digging in now, Jason Neal.
Jason Neal.
The 1-1 home. Runners on the move for second. Hit on the ground to third. Only play will be to first, so with the runner in motion, they stay out of the double play. And he is in there. So stepping in, Hunter Dozier singled homer run in his last time up.
Hunter Dozier.
The 2-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. Mazzara is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great 13-4 the way this one ends. The Texas Rangers jumped out to an early lead in the matinee. Digging in now for the Yankees, Smokey. What a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. Fellas, this Rangers ball club, as they begin play, they come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
Hey, not an easy thing to do, D-Row, to get a sweep, a 3-game sweep on the road. They've won the first 2, looking to put a bow on this one here.
Yeah, to win 3 on the road, Dan, significantly difficult in today's game. You try and take care of business at home. This would be huge for this team.
Now the 2-1.
Round it, pick up the ball.
On a line, that's a base hit.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jason Neal. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. And he'll dive back in. And another snap throw to the bag. ready to deliver the 1-2. This is skied out toward right. Headed after it is Mazzara. 2 gone. In now is the Yankees DH, Angel Hernandez. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Angel Hernandez.
And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he'll dive back in safely. And another snap throw to the bag. And a dive, but he's back in there. Smokey, the runner at first with 2 gone. He's running. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Digging in the switch hitter, Alonso Davila. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play. Round is short. This could be 2. Reined in. Looking for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Ready for another chance. Smokey, a base hit in his first trip.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. And oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jason Neal. He flew out in his last at-bat. And there he goes towards second. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Mazzara looks up, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any longer.
Digging in to try it again. Smokey, 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
In for strike 2.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jared Brown. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and this striding in once again, Smokey. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. First offering on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a drive, and a ball sent out to deep left center field. This is into the bullpen, a home run.
Well, you can see how pure his swing is, and that's why he's
digging in once again. Nomar Mazzara trying to add some padding to their lead in the form of that run standing out there at second base. Hard hit ball to dirty. He gathers the throw. What a play. Striding in to start the ninth, Ray Valentine, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. The bouncer to the left side. Smokey has it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Smokey, he'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a strike. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 is in there, a called strike 3. And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question. He was a top